Open the door. Open the door.
I'm going to pay.
Open the door. Ma'am, open the door.
$44. That is the gap between what she had and what she owed. $44 separated her from driving home, and she spent 40 minutes arguing instead of solving it. But here is the question nobody in this video stops to ask. Is failing to pay a parking fee actually theft? That is where this gets legally interesting. This is proof on record.
This lady over here. In this
How much does she owe you?
$144.
How you doing, ma'am?
Don't shine that bright light in my eyes.
Well, I can't see in the car without the light.
Yeah, I can pull up a corner, but I don't need that.
Can you roll down the window?
Yeah, well, can you shine that bright light? Uh-oh, I can pull up.
I can't see inside the car without the light. Ma'am, keep the car in park.
Okay, I can
Keep
pull
the
up.
car in park.
Okay, the light is
Keep the
blocking.
car in park.
Sir, do not-
Put the car in park.
It isn't
Put
park.
it in park. It's in neutral. You're gonna run my foot over. Give me your license. 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 What happened? No, that's all right. Give me your license.
Why are you guys being so extreme?
Because you are not listening.
I am listening. What I'm saying, sir, the light is bright. It is
Okay,
bright.
it's not in your eyes.
It's bothering my eyes.
It's not in your
I
eyes.
had eye surgery. I cannot have that.
It's not in your eyes. It's not in your eyes.
So, officer, you came here.
Yes, ma'am. You owe them $144.
Can you? Okay, we can't. Okay. Can
You're the one who started it this way.
No, you can't
I didn't
aggressive.
start it this way.
Look,
You
look,
started it
sir.
that way.
Sir, you're being aggressive towards me.
No, no, no. You're not listening to me.
The bright
That's the
shine-
problem.
I asked you not to shine a bright
All right,
light in
and I
my
told you I
eyes.
can't see
And as
inside
a
the car without the
person-
light.
And as a person,
All right.
as a human being, I'm asking you to
All right,
please
ma'am,
not do that.
ma'am, I'm not going to sit here all day and argue with you. You owe them $144.
Okay, you came here to address a concern.
Yes,
right?
that you owe them
So
$144.
can you hear? Are you taking one side, or we're going to be?
I'm going to take the side of you owe them $144 and you need to pay them. That's the side I'm taking.
There's no human express, Mr. Vasquez. You came here just to take one person's side.
Ma'am, if you use a service, a garage, you owe them money for your service.
Okay, why did they call you? Why
Because
did they
you
call
owe them $144 and you don't want to pay.
reasonable?
I'm reasonable.
No, you're not
You're
being
unreasonable.
You came here shining a
You're
bright
being
light in my
unreasonable.
eyes.
Ma'am,
You have
having a
asked me
flashlight
one
on is
time.
not a big deal.
No.
I have a
you
flashlight
haven't
on.
asked me one time what happened. You took one person's side. You haven't listened to what the situation
Okay,
is.
because when I came here and started talking to you, you gave me attitude immediately. Immediately you gave me attitude. No, I turned a flashlight on to see inside the car.
Sir, I asked
All right, I'm not going to
you
argue all day. I'm not going to argue all day.
Okay, well,
$144, right?
It's not arguing. It's about being
Ma'am,
reasonable.
talk to them and give them the money that you owe them. She's going to figure out how to pay them, or she's going to go to jail. It's very simple. Talk to them. Don't talk to me. I don't care. Talk to
Ma'am,
them.
you need to just pay them what you owe.
Talk to them.
I can't hear you without the window rolled down more.
She wants to play games with the window.
No, you need to pay your toll bill.
All right. We're not here to play games. We're not here to play games. Pay them the money you owe them. Pay them the money you owe them. We're not here to play games.
I need somebody that can listen and be fair. I'm a human being.
Ma'am,
Listen, I need you to be a human.
I'm trying
I need you to be a human man.
ma'am, I'm trying to listen to you, but I can't. I'm trying to. You're listening to respond. You're not listening to understand. I can't hear your side of the story with your window cracked this month and the traffic around me. So if you want to be treated like you need to give me a decency as well. Because I can't hear what you're saying. I can't hear your side of the story with your window down this much.
Because I'm afraid for my life. When your colleague is going to be that aggressive, starts coming a light.
Ma'am, we don't know what's going on in the car.
Yeah, but you can't come and take one person's side either.
We're trying to get your side, but you're being argumentative. And again, you're listening
He's
to...
not listening.
How are we going to take your side when we don't get the story? You're just being argumentative.
Because he didn't even listen. And the first thing you're trying to do is block me like I'm doing something.
You're right, because your car is in drive, and I'm not putting my life, his life, and her life at risk.
Keep in mind, he's saying that I'm trying to run.
You're not.
Listen.
Are you going to pay the bill or not?
Listen, I need you to hear me.
I've been trying to hear you.
One person's side.
I can't hear you all the way with the window cracked. Are you going to pay the toll bill or not?
I told them.
You need to pay the bill. If you're in fear for your life because you can't put the window down, pay the toll and move on.
I have $100, and this is what I was explaining to them. I came here ready to pay the $100. I straight the cash, right? I am not trying to get something for free. I am not trying to get anything for free. I am willing to explain my debt. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm acting in good faith.
You don't.
Thank you so much. The reason I don't have a lot of options. I am not trying to get away with anything.
If push comes to shove, you guys are gonna press charges?
I'm sure that's,
Well, I don't need an I'm sure. I need a yes or a no.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if she's not paying, then.
So total 6 days of parking, and it's $20 a day. So it's 6 days at $20 a day, which is $120, right? And the bill, and then $144 is for the extra. And then the short-term parking, which is $24, which would get it to $144. So if she can't pay it, what's the next step? Because she can't. She only has $105 on her. Ma'am, ma'am, it's your turn to listen to me now, okay? I spoke to her. I listened to your side of the story. She's saying that there's no way. They said that you could try to call someone and they'll accept that. That is them working with you. It is. Ma'am, unfortunately, if you can't pay it, then they can't let you leave here with the car at the time. So we need to figure out what we're going to do with that. Because if you can't pay it, the car can't leave. So she doesn't have anyone who could pay the remaining total. What's that?
Can you get the number, the toll-free number so I can go on and call the number?
Yeah, just give me a sec.
She pays them, or she goes back in the garage, or she pays over the phone.
I've told her that, and she doesn't want to do that. So those are the options.
Or she goes to jail. Hey, what? You were just getting her something?
This is the number for corporate.
Oh.
That's what she wanted.
Doesn't matter.
That's the number for corporate.
Are you making an attempt to pay? Are you making an attempt to pay?
They have a spider there. I'm trying to kill the spider.
The spider's dead. Ma'am, are you making an attempt to pay?
Yes.
How is that going?
It's going great.
Ma'am,
Turn off the hazard lights.
what happened?
You said turn off the hazard lights.
No, I said, are you making an attempt to pay?
And I said yes. You asked how is it going. I said I turned off the hazard lights that were on before. I am making an attempt to pay.
How long is that going to take?
I don't know how long it's gonna take.
Well, ma'am, I can't stay here all night.
I don't need you to stay here. I'm a
Well, ma'am, you're
law-abiding
no, you're
citizen. I'm
not.
being responsible.
No, you're not. You're not because you're not listening. You owe them money. They need their money.
I didn't say I
If you don't pay them, you go to jail. It's very simple. I'm making it as simple as I can. We've been here. You've been here for 40 minutes now. 40 minutes.
Stop threatening me.
I'm not threatening you. I'm telling you what's going to happen if you don't pay them.
Well, I didn't say I wasn't going to pay them.
Okay, so
So you need
figure
to
out how
back
you're going
up
to pay
and
them.
You need to back up and give me time.
You need to hurry up. You're running out. You're running out of time. You're running out of time. You're running out of time.
I'm running out of time?
You're running out of time. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, this whole conversation's been recorded. This whole conversation's been recorded on body camera. All right? And it shows how belligerent you are, how you're not listening, how you're being combative. All right?
You are combative too.
Okay.
And I didn't
Tell her how
say
you're gonna
I
pay.
was.
Tell her how you're gonna pay her.
I don't have to do anything. I said I'm working on it. And that's what I said.
You've got 5 minutes, and then you're going to jail.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna time it.
Okay. You know what? I don't need anything. Sir, what are you doing?
Open the door.
Sir,
Open the door.
I'm not doing. I'm
Open the
gonna
door.
go pay.
Open
I'm going
the
to
door.
pay.
Open the door.
I'm going to pay.
Open the
Please
door.
stop.
Ma'am,
I'm
open
going
the
to
door.
pay.
You're not. You were driving
I
away.
am. No.
Get out of the car. You're under
Sir,
arrest.
Sir,
Get out of the
stop,
car. You're under
stop.
arrest.
The car is in drive safe. It's in drive.
Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
Just you're under arrest, okay?
No,
You're under
please.
arrest.
You're under arrest. Very
Under
simple.
arrest.
Officer Vasquez. Look at the phone. I'm making.
You're not making an attempt. You were driving away.
No, I told you.
You
I
are
was
driving away.
No, I was not.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my
Officer
entire
Vasquez,
life.
look.
Acting like a child. You're going to
I'm
jail.
asking for your mercy. Look. Officer Vasquez, can you give me a break? I'm paying the ticket.
No, you're going to jail.
Officer, I don't have anybody here. I just came back in the country. I'm not trying to give you a hard time.
Oh, you've been giving us a hard time.
But officer, that's what I told you. I took off my hazardous lights because I was going to take care of everything. Can I at least call somebody because I don't have
Nope,
any family
it's too
here.
late for that. We tried that
Officer
for 40
Vasquez,
minutes.
look at me. Remember when I told you? Okay,
We'll start
Officer
you before she
Vasquez.
was in the car.
Officer
Come on, man. It's
Vasquez,
too late.
please.
I'm done. I'm done.
When I told you I took off the hazardous lights, it's because I finally got somebody to send me some money, and I was going to go
We're
through
too
the-
late. You were arguing with me.
No,
you started to
because
drive
I-
away.
no,
You're not
I wasn't
listening.
driving
We've made
away.
attempts for 40 minutes to get you to pay.
You said I had 5
Listen to the
minutes.
officer. She's trying to help you out.
Officer Vasquez.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen to me, please. I just came back. Can you fix my clothes a little bit? I'm embarrassed by how my clothes is.
Ma'am, I'm not going to put my hands in your pants.
Ma'am, can you fix
please
my pants?
Can you
Can
sit
you
down?
pull my pants up?
Just
Okay, so Officer
she wants to
Vasquez.
adjust her pants.
My pants is falling down. Okay. So listen to me.
Let me get the information from this.
The officer arrives and the situation is already bad. Car not in park, window barely cracked, $40 short on a parking bill. She says she had eye surgery and the flashlight is hitting her eyes directly. The officer says it is not in her eyes. She says it is. This matters more than it sounds. Because in about 4 minutes, she is going to claim the light startled her and caused her to lose track of what gear the car was in. That is her explanation for why the car moved. Whether the body camera actually shows the flashlight aimed at her eyes versus the interior of the car is the fact that resolves this dispute, not the argument. The footage. She says she has $105. The bill is $144. She is $39 short. She claims she misread the parking signs and thought she was in a $20 per day lot. 6 days at $20 is $120. Short-term parking added $24. She says she genuinely did not know. Here is what the law actually requires to prove theft. In most American jurisdictions, petty theft requires the intentional taking of property belonging to another with the intent to permanently deprive them of it. A parking fee is a civil debt for services rendered. Failing to pay a civil debt while genuinely short on funds and actively attempting to arrange payment is not the same thing as theft in the criminal sense. The officer says she refused to pay. She says she was trying to pay but could not cover the full amount. Those are two very different facts with very different legal outcomes. The parking facility can pursue the unpaid balance civilly. They can impound the car. They can involve police to prevent her from leaving without paying. All of that is lawful. Whether the conduct rises to petty theft as a criminal charge depends entirely on whether she intended to leave without paying at all. And that question is answered by what the body camera captures in clip 2. The officer gives her a 5-minute deadline. She spends it arguing. Someone cash apps her money during those 5 minutes. She says turning off the hazard lights was her signal that she had the funds and was ready to pay. The officer says she started driving away. The body camera will show which of those is true, and that footage is the only thing that matters at prosecution.
This is unnecessary. Look, I asked for y'all to give me mercy. I called somebody. I tried to call different people. I was able to get someone to cash app me, so that's why I told him I took the hazard lights off. From the time you guys came over, Officer Vasquez was aggressive with me. Officer, I don't know you, right? We had a situation there. I just was out of the country. I booked a flight Friday because we have an end-of-life situation with a loved one. So Saturday morning, I had to flew to the islands, right? So in that process, I didn't think of anything. I just ran here. I couldn't ask anybody to really help me, right? So I came back in, I saved $100 to pay for my toll, and it was $20 a day. When I was rushing to the airport Saturday morning, I did not realize that it was shorter. All I know, one of them is $20. So when the lady at the checkout, the elderly lady said it's $144, I was like, oh my gosh, I thought it's $20. She said, well, you chose to park in short-term parking. And I know one is $20, but that's the one that I was going for. She said, oh, you should have looked at your ticket. So I said, hey, this is the situation. I didn't know. Tiffany came. Tiffany is with APM, right? The services and stuff like that. What ended up happening, I said, can you at least call a supervisor? My reason for asking for a supervisor is because I thought I would be able to deal with someone that's reasonable. Tiffany came down. Instead of her being reasonable, I said, Tiffany, this is my situation. Could you at least adjust the $4? I have $100 plus I have $5, right? I bought a grilled cheese sandwich when I came back. I'm very thirsty. I was on the phone with my dad. Can you fix my hair, please? Right? So Officer Vasquez at that time, he's being aggressive the whole time. He never came down, listened to anything that I said. He started spotting the light in the car. I said, I had eye surgery. Can you please stop shining the light in my eyes? I did not realize that the car was in neutral or reverse or anything because I was still startled by the light, right? So the whole time now, the situation is escalated. The other officer said, do you want me to block the car in? So I was like, it's not that kind of situation. So this is all I'm saying. They said, okay, well, Tiffany then eventually said to get out of here, right? They told me to reverse and pull over here. Before you came, Officer Vasquez said, I'm giving you 5 minutes and then I'm going to take you to jail. I said, Officer Vasquez, my hazard light was on. I took my hazard light off. I'm going to be able to resolve this situation. I didn't say resolve though. I just said, I'm going to take care of it. Officer Vasquez then tried to pull me out of the car, say that I was trying to drive off. That is not true. I didn't say that I want this for free. All I'm saying is that I have $105. So that's everything that I have. So if they could adjust the $20 or whatever it is, I will take care of it. So if it was $20 a day and I have $105, they could bill me for $20.
Ma'am, what's a good phone number for you to put on the tow sheet?
Officer Vasquez,
Yes, ma'am.
please, this is going to affect my career.
Ma'am, I don't know what to tell you. You're in
stop.
cuffs right now because
Can you take them
because of
off?
the actions you took.
Yeah, but this is what I'm explaining.
Nobody did this except you.
No, but Officer Vasquez, you came to me very aggressive.
No. I was not aggressive.
You did. You
I was not.
had the lights shining in my eyes.
I did not.
And I asked you to stop shining the
did
light.
not, ma'am.
But from the
All right.
time you came, Officer Vasquez.
Ma'am, I need a good phone number to put on the tow sheet so you can get your car back.
Can you please not for the car? Can you let it be parked up there?
No, it's going to get towed.
Officer Vasquez,
Yes, ma'am.
I have to go to work in the morning.
I understand that, ma'am. I need a phone number. If you're not going to give me a phone number, we're just going to transport you and that's it.
Officer Vasquez,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
don't have any family here like that. You're putting me at
I need a phone number, ma'am.
a number two call where?
What's your
get
cell
some
phone?
numbers out of the...
What's
my
your cell
phone?
phone number? Yeah, so I can put it on the tow sheet.
Can you please at least have mercy on me, Officer Vasquez?
It's too late for that.
Officer,
It's too late for that,
I've been
ma'am.
asking you to have mercy on me for the entire time. Officer Vasquez, I'm a military veteran. I served my country. I've been telling you this from day one.
We're going to tow the car?
I guess that's,
Yeah. So you
I'll
can-
inventory
Can you
it.
get-
Yeah,
Can
please.
you-
And then she's going to work on the CRA and I'll take her.
But Officer Vasquez, you don't even have to do that. You see, I have the money there.
Ma'am, you refuse to pay.
I didn't refuse
We're
to
already
pay.
at that point. Can you get into the car now? We're going to close the door and buckle you in.
Okay. A couple of things. Can I make a couple of requests, please?
Ma'am, you've been making requests since I've...
But
and
you're
my,
not-
my only request tonight was very simple, that you pay the bill.
And I said I will.
And we couldn't even figure that one out.
I did, but you checked my car. You
Ma'am,
checked my
can you
purse,
please...
right?
Can
You see I have money.
Ma'am,
Officer Vasquez.
can you just put your feet in, please, so we can close the door and get going, please?
But it's hot in here, and I'm claustrophobic.
I'm going to turn on the car and they'll have the AC. As soon as you put your feet in,
Can you push this up a little?
there's no pushing anything up in here. It's
Okay.
the wall's the
Officer
wall.
Vasquez.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please allow me the opportunity to fix this?
Ma'am, can you
Please.
please put your legs in so I can
Please.
close the door?
Officer Vasquez, listen, I'm at your mercy. I understand that it came off like I wasn't listening to you. I felt like we had a disconnect from day one. But here's where I'm at right now.
All right, ma'am.
Can you please listen to me, please?
Ma'am, can you please put your
I am
legs
at your mercy, but here's the
in? I
thing.
understand that, ma'am, and you're going to jail for petty theft. That's what's happening right now. You could fight the charges. You can do whatever you need to do. You can make any complaints you need to make. Right now, we made every attempt for you to pay the bill,
Officer
and you did not
Vasquez,
pay the bill. You
money
drove off
is in
on
the
us.
car. I did not
It's
drive
too late
off.
for that. It's too late because we tried to get you to pay it and you wouldn't.
But
Please.
Officer
All right,
Vasquez,
ma'am.
You're under arrest right now.
but I have the money in the car. That's the
It's
thing.
too late now. You should have paid it before instead of giving them a hard time.
No, but when he said, oh, you're driving off. I said, no, officer, didn't you realize that I took off the hazard light because I'm going to pay? And then he stuck his car. He stuck his hand in the car. He said, no, you're trying to drive off.
Okay.
I said,
like
no.
I said, you can make a complaint afterwards. From everything that I've been told, were given ample opportunity to pay it,
But
and you did not. So
I
you're
did,
under arrest.
but I
Okay?
had the money.
And now you're going to go to jail for it. Like I said, you'll just make a complaint with the ABM afterwards.
But
Okay.
Tiffany saw that I had the money. They know I had the $105.
Then you should have paid it.
I
and we
did.
wouldn't be here.
But here's what I'm saying. I have been asking from the time they came here. Officer Vasquez, I've been trying to reason with him. He said that I've done stuff that I didn't even do.
Well,
right?
what you didn't do was pay your fee or you wouldn't be here.
No, but he
So-
wanted to arrest me.
We're not going to go back and forth.
Okay.
All right, my office.
Can you give me a break? Is what I'm asking for.
No, you're under arrest.
I'm
Okay.
not. You know, from the time you came up, you haven't been helpful towards me. You've been aggressive the entire time. You don't listen.
I really don't want to argue you. I think I've been pretty patient.
You've been wanting to arrest me from Jump
Honestly,
Street.
man, the last thing I want to do is take you to jail.
And now I'm asking you to do something so at least I could protect my job. You're putting something on my thing that's not even accurate with petty theft. I'm in banking. I can't have those things on my file.
Ma'am, I wouldn't even be talking.
You are being extreme, man.
I wouldn't even be talking.
Officer Vasquez, you're extreme.
When you owe them.
Yeah, but I explained to you what the situation was, and you know I wasn't trying to get out of it. And from the time you came up, you keep saying, "Oh, I'm trying to run over your foot. You keep saying stuff that's not even in my character. But you're saying stuff that's not even in my character.
You put in the car and drive. When I
No.
was coming up to you.
No, I didn't realize it wasn't dry because my eyes. You put the light in my eyes, and I told you that from day one. Gosh, y'all treat women, black people so rough.
That's got nothing to do with it. That's got nothing to do with it, and has nothing to do with it, and it's ridiculous for you to even say that.
But you can't.
It's ridiculous for you to even
Why
say
would I not think it's race related if you're being like this when other people do crazy crimes and you're treating me like I did some crazy crime?
I was treating you like I treat anybody. I told you to pay
You
them.
are,
and you
so
refused.
you're always aggressive every time you show up on the scene?
I'm not aggressive. But when you're telling me to not shine my flashlight in your car.
No, I didn't tell you not shine. I said you were shining it in my eyes.
I trust me. There's
In
a
my
difference
eyes.
between in the car and in your eyes, and I know what that difference is.
I was looking at the window when you shined it. So wouldn't it be in my eyes?
Ma'am.
That's why when you said the car was not in drive, I didn't.
I don't know what to tell
when you said the car was not in park, I
Your
didn't even
problem,
realize it.
Ma'am, your problem seems to be is you feel the need that you just need to keep saying stuff.
Did I
all we
ever
have to do-
refuse to pay?
Yes.
No, I did not.
We were there for 40 minutes. It was
But I
ridiculous.
did not refuse to pay. I had $105.
You didn't have even enough to pay the bill. They offered you to call somebody and pay the bill.
Did I
You
not
didn't
call?
do that.
Did I
It
not
was
do
the
that?
most
Yes, I
ridiculous
did.
thing ever.
No,
Something
officer,
ridiculous.
that's where the part where you're not listening. Because I did
How
call.
long do I have to wait there, ma'am, for you to do something?
You told me I had 5 minutes, and I told you, I said,
And
officer.
then you started to drive off.
No, I did not start to drive off. I said I got it situated, so I was pulling back in the line. That's what I was doing. Officer, do people actually drive off and not pay?
Yes, all the time.
See, I didn't know that because I've never done that. So when I tell you I was going to do something, I wasn't trying to drive off. I'm actually trying to go in the line now that I had the money. Someone cashed out me the money.
Whole interaction from beginning to end was recorded on body worn camera.
Good, I'm
so
glad.
Anybody can go and watch the film footage.
They could go and watch the film.
And see what happened.
And they could see that I did not try to intentionally run over anything.
You're
I
not
was
being charged with
startled.
running me over. You're being charged with not paying your money.
You said that, but you said that I tried to run over your foot, which was where the aggression started. They have the wrong people in law enforcement.
Well, ma'am, I've been doing this for a little bit, so.
Yeah,
it's not
me
my first
too.
rodeo.
And guess what? I took the test in 2004 and I could have been in law enforcement.
Well, you should have.
Yeah, I probably would have set the record straight because I would have a different approach to people, to deal with people and have understanding and compassion.
Well, ma'am, I'm very simple, and I'll tell you my philosophy as being a law enforcement officer for 14 years. I let other people dictate how the interaction is going to be. When I come up to someone and they instantly give me a hard time, it tells me how the interaction is going to be. And it's not going to be a good interaction when someone's like that from the beginning. And you, ma'am, from the second I stepped up to you, it wasn't going to be a bad interaction, unfortunately, because that's the way you dictated the interaction to be. They shouldn't even have to call 911 for you. But unfortunately, because of the way you're acting, they had to call
No,
911.
they called 911 because I said, Tiffany said, when she started acting funny, I said, you know what, well, go ahead and call the cops. That's fine. And I'm figuring
So
if
you
you
think
call...
that's a little silly?
No.
You think that's a little silly that
No.
they're trying to get you to pay them and you tell them to call the cops?
But no. She said because she acted like I wasn't trying to pay. It's not that I wasn't trying to pay. I said, hey, I have the $100 here. I said, I'm a 100% disabled veteran. I said, I'm not trying to get out of something. I literally just came back in. I've been flying all day. I've been in the air for eight hours off and on since 1 o'clock today. But I do have the $100. She said, I could bill you for like $20. She said, call somebody. She started going on. She said, you know what, I'll call the cops. I said, go ahead and call them. When she called you guys, I'm thinking that I should be able to reason with another human being. Because I reason with people all the time.
You should know, you're in the military, in civilian life. I try to, any sort of interaction I have with someone, I try to do it civilly and quickly. I don't want the police involved with any of my business. Why would I want the police involved with any of my
Because
business?
if I was trying to get someone to listen to the situation, that's all I needed.
And when you're not listening and you don't get the car in park.
No, I didn't realize it was not in park because the lights startled my eyes.
How am I supposed to know that?
Because I said it to you, officer. Go back and listen to the cam. You'll hear I said that you're spotting the light in my eyes. I've had eye surgery. I can't have that kind of stuff. I wear shades. I have to wear shades all the
Is that
time.
why you also didn't want to roll down the window? Why you didn't want to
I was
talk to
afraid
us?
of you.
Why you wouldn't talk to ATM?
I was afraid of you.
You were scared.
Yes.
I am very scared.
Yes. No, it's the aggressiveness. Because even with having an ex in law enforcement, he was never that aggressive to me. So it scared me. I think some of you guys don't have conscience. That's all it is.
I think I'm a pretty reasonable person.
No, you're not.
But you can disagree.
Yeah, I'm the one that experienced it. And then I still ask you to allow me to make a phone call to at least get myself covered for tomorrow. That's being reasonable. That's my loved ones, you know, it's like, come on, man. Even if you screw me over and get my car towed, you arrest me, let me call someone so that at least they could call in the office for me and get me covered so that way I could get situated without having to lose my banking license. Imagine me being charged for petty theft when I deal with millions of dollars because I have an officer that just took one person's side. Some of y'all don't have a conscience, man.
She gives the full account now, and it is internally consistent. She rushed to the airport on a Friday night for a family emergency. She did not check which lot she was parking in. She assumed it was the $20 per day option. She came back with $100 expecting to cover it. When told it was $144, she was genuinely shocked. She tried to negotiate a $4 adjustment. She asked for a supervisor. She called people to send her money. Someone came through on Cash App. She turned off the hazard lights as a signal she was ready to resolve it. Then the officer opened her car door and arrested her. Now the petty theft charge. Here is the honest legal problem with it. She had money in the car. She had just received a Cash App transfer. The parking facility could see her account balance. She had been actively on the phone trying to arrange payment for the full 40 minutes. None of that looks like intent to steal. Intent to steal looks like driving away silently. It does not look like 40 minutes of loud argument followed by a Cash App transfer followed by turning off your hazard lights. A competent defense attorney is going to walk into court with those facts and ask the prosecutor to explain what the evidence of intent to permanently deprive is. Because arguing loudly and being $39 short is not that evidence. The disturbing the peace charge is more straightforward. Blocking a traffic lane for 40 minutes while refusing to resolve a payment dispute and arguing with officers is disruptive to public order. That charge has a cleaner factual foundation than the theft charge. She raises her banking career, her military service. She says a petty theft charge will cost her her license to work with financial institutions. That is probably true. Under federal banking regulations, certain criminal convictions can trigger licensing restrictions. Petty theft involving money is exactly the kind of charge that creates professional consequences disproportionate to the underlying conduct. The officer says he lets people dictate how interactions go, that from the second she gave him attitude, he knew how it would end. That is honest. It is also a description of a dynamic that works against everyone in it. She was frightened, exhausted, grieving, and $39 short after flying for 8 hours from a family emergency. Her communication was terrible from the first sentence. But terrible communication is not a crime. What is a crime, or what the officer alleged was a crime, is putting the car in drive with an officer nearby. That is the factual question the body camera resolves. Everything else, the attitude, the arguing, the flashlight, the window, all of it is context. If she drove away intentionally, the petty theft charge has legs. If she repositioned to get back in the payment lane after receiving the Cash App money, the charge has a serious problem at trial. $44, 40 minutes, one body camera. The footage tells the rest.